Okay, can you hear me now? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. This is stupid as shit. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. How embarrassing for the last episode. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, for fuck's sake. I didn't check. This is another thing I love about computers. Man, you guys, that was brilliant what I just said, by the way, for the last 5 minutes. It was absolute brilliance. It was the most intelligent, entertaining, funny thing I've ever said on this show. And it's lost like tears in the rain. But repeat from the beginning. Well, my mic didn't have the red on, and on the screen it didn't have anything. So anyway, it wasn't telling me that I was muted. But then I checked the mic right now, and it was on the system like the earphone like thing on the earphone jack, and I didn't change it. Should have been on this mic right here, this guy right here. So I don't know what to tell you. But hey, so what I was going to tell you guys is, it is the last episode. It is the last episode of Double Impact. I started doing this in 2021, I believe, or 2022. We had Shanthan Jetty for like 2.5 years. Really fun guy. Just things came up and we had to go our separate ways. But Jericho stuck around with me, and I hate ending this live show because that whole thing about the parasocial relationship, and you get to know the people in the chat, and you hear about their lives and their loved ones and their victories and their losses and their tragedies. We've talked to people about the death of their loved ones, and think about what you think about. That's a guy who's always in the chat. He's had a child, and he's going to have his second one. He got married. I remember Jericho and I counseling him about how to propose marriage and how to be a husband and stuff. And so much time goes by. My son was just in my office a minute ago before the show started. And he told me, I was telling him about Dean Cain, All-American Lawman, Volume 2. I just made the webpage. It's not live yet. But I told him, yeah, I'm launching it June 2nd. This is the first time anyone's heard that, by the way. And he looked at me and said, can you believe how fast the year's going? And I said, no, this is the fastest year ever I've felt of my life. I'm 47. And it's just, it seems like time goes by so fast. But, getting to know the people in the chat, it's just such a beautiful thing. But why am I ending this? Why? I don't want to. I love doing it. I look forward to it so much. Back in 2010 or 2011, I used to watch or listen to a lot of podcasts while I was working for DC Comics at home making comic book art. And I loved all the comedy podcasts, and I loved the idea of friends sitting around and laughing and an audience laughing. And I always wanted that, but I was like, how do you do that? You're a comic book artist. And then I met Shanth, and we had a lot of similar interests about horror movies and action movies and all that. And then I met Jericho through another guy, and we hit it off. And I got my own show, my own podcast and all that. But why are we stopping this? I don't want to stop it, but it's YouTube, guys. It's the algorithm. And the way that all works is like, it's money, which I hate. I think they whack my channel, right? So you're just like, you lose. I think in the last year, I've lost like 200 subs or something like that. And there's an attrition. And every time you do a live stream, like when I do the live stream today, by tomorrow, I'll have lost, 3, 4, 5, 6 subs. And I think they do that to you if your live streams aren't bringing in all the cash. Now, I am not saying that as some manipulative, tricky way, like, oh, so give me money so I keep live streaming. No, I'm not saying that. You've watched me for 4 years here. I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask people to become channel members. I appreciate every last penny that anyone has ever sent. But I'm here to just have fun with Jericho. I just love my friend Jericho, and I love you guys in the chat talking to us. That's why I come here. I never remember to ask about money or memberships or anything like that. Like, to me, this is just fun. But to YouTube, it's a business. And if you're spending their money and their electricity and their servers and their engineers and their blah, blah, blah to run a live stream that doesn't make them any money, they punish your channel. And I got to grow Big Man Comics. I got to grow this business. I got to have more fans. I got to have more subscribers. I got to get a bigger mailing list. As an artist, this is the part of it I hate, that it's a business. I think all artists run into this where it's like, if I just had unlimited money, I wouldn't buy Ferraris and, Gucci belts or anything. I would just be able to draw and write all day. And I wouldn't have to worry about anything else. You know what I mean? So the way you get there is just building your social media. And if you're doing these live streams and it's not bringing in the bucks for YouTube, they're going to punish you. And I hate that. But this is my business. This is how I take care of my wife, kids, grandkids. This is how I pay my mortgage. and I need to build my social media. It's been stuck at like 9,000 subs for like 3 years, and I've always known why. It's because I do these live streams that don't make YouTube any money. I know, but I love doing them. But I talked to Jericho about it. I said, I can't be doing this anymore. I can't, and I hate it. If I could, we'd do 3 of them a week, and we'd review every last damn stupid movie in the universe. Some of the biggest belly laughs I've ever heard, some of the greatest times I've ever had in recent years is with you guys, like crying, laughing, ribs hurting, short of breath, like when me and Jericho just clowning on these dumbass movies. To tell you guys the truth, and I think you know this, I don't like reviewing good movies. I love reviewing movies that suck. It's a passion of mine. It's so much fun to get into all the voices and all the characters and all that. And I don't know if there's an audience for that, except for you guys. I don't know. We've been doing it for 4 years or 5 years, and the audience, it just hasn't grown much. And that's all on me. That's not on you guys at all. I don't, I haven't taken the marketing and all that seriously. I'm just like, nah, just show up and have fun. I don't posting all this stuff and trying all this, sales funnels and metadata and all this. And I'm facing now in my life, I'm thinking, no, you have to embrace that stuff if you want to keep doing this. I don't want to go and get a normal job somewhere. I worked at Home Depot 25 years ago. No, thank you. Nothing against the people that work there, but I did my time in a regular civilian job, and I want to keep being an entertainer and an artist. So let me check on the chat here real quick. Jericho said he was inhaling dinner and he'll be late, and it wouldn't be double impact. There's no other way to have the final live episode if Jericho wasn't late, because he's always late. Let's go see what's in here. Let's see. You look like you're crying. You're not talking to me, are you? Well, I guess I'm the only one that everyone can see. Everyone else is just in the chat. No, I'm not crying. I was rubbing my eyes earlier. Tony has a little tear. She doesn't like this. This was crazy because it's already ready for. I took care of everything for Comic-Con yesterday. I got my exhibitor badges. I got my pro badges. I haven't paid for parking yet because that's not available for exhibitors yet until the end of May. I'm lining up my pizza party place. Remember, guys, I always have an awesome party the first night or the weekend of Comic-Con at a sexy, swanky restaurant right next to the convention center, because my buddy owns a few restaurants in town, lets me use them for free. It's so generous and gracious of him. Shout out to John Mangini of Basic Pizza and Urban Pizza. And I had Nerdrotic and Chris and Alan from Film Threat, and we got to meet a bunch of fans last year. We've done it. I started doing those parties like in 2012 or 13, and we didn't do them through the shutdown, but we got back to it like 2 years ago. Someone says, stop crying. You guys, see, I'm going to miss this so much. I fucking hate it though. Let's see. By the way, I subbed you. Well, thank you. Bro almost kicked me out. I almost kicked you out? I don't remember that. Was it like something happened between us? Oh my God. Jericho's locked out and he's in the chat asking for the link. It wouldn't be this show if these kind of things didn't happen. This is what I'm talking about. I've got to take this stuff seriously from a business angle, but I'm not here on YouTube for that. I'm here to just have fun with you guys. I look at it in sorry, I'm sending Jericho the link. I look at it in a way where like, this is just about fun. I don't give a shit about, I haven't given a shit about YouTube making money or super chats. I want to make my money selling comic books, but YouTube wants me to make money selling super chats. So fuck, I don't know. So, but when Jericho gets in here, we're going to tell you the plans for the future. The future in the year 2000. Any Conan O'Brien fans out there? When I was a senior in high school, I would stay up till like 1:32 in the morning. Probably because the anxiety I was going through as a child of divorce. But I would stay up and watch that. Let's see. Bro, stop crying. Don't cry, gang. Think positive. Jericho, the link has been emailed, senor. Let's see. Twitch, it would be a great place for you to stream. That's where all the comic book nerds hang out. I know nothing about that. But if me and Jericho could live stream somewhere else and not get like fucking punished and destroyed by YouTube, because it's like, dude, I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm recording all that awesome stuff with. If you guys aren't watching Two Sketchy Guys with Bill Frake, the legendary Disney animator, you're shortchanging yourself. He's an old man. People don't live forever. And the amount of knowledge and love and expertise and wisdom this guy has, it's gold. It's gold. I hope he lives another 100 years, this guy, but you should be watching that. Jericho Green, I love you, my friend. Let me introduce you the way that I used to. There he is. He's forgot what I used to say, but I would call you the Midnight Lover, Jericho Green. And then I would say, how you doing, my friend?
Great. How you guys doing?
let's see. I think you're getting punished because you're conservative. I don't lean into all the mega culture war all day. I used to talk about it a lot, but I frankly got fucking exhausted of it. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk about, like, it was, and I'll let you talk, Jericho. Sorry, but I have to address that. Yesterday was May the 4th, the Star Wars day. I made a really shitty video talking about Star Wars and just shitting on them. And, oh my God, you own Star Wars. You can't make any money because it's all female, communist. And then I just deleted the video and I did a loving, joyful thank you to Star Wars because it was the first thing I ever drew as a little kid. And it inspired me to be an illustrator. And in 2012, I got to be one of the artists on one of the greatest selling. I think this is the greatest selling series of Star Wars comics of all time, almost. I think the first issue we did over 1 million or something like that. And the blue and white X-Wing fighter at Disneyland and Disney World is the one that I came up with in this. So my little boy dreams of Star Wars came true. So I changed the video to that. Just a heartfelt thank you to Star Wars and George Lucas and everyone who came before me who invented this stuff and made the blue and white X-Wing that now exists in real life. And I got to be a part of that. Instead of just culture war, like, we get it. The woke, commie, left-wing SJW stuff, I hate it, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't. I've had an ass full of talking about that. Anyway, Jericho, I've been going on and on and on. How are you, friend?
Chilling. SJW, that's a deep cut. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Right. SJW.
Yeah, that used to be all the rage. Yeah, chilling, kids, life, work, social media.
So I want to get your take on this. I have to say, and I mean this sincerely. We fuck around here a lot and joke around because we boys like that. But I'm hedging it because I don't want to be too. I want to be emotional. I couldn't say thank you enough to you for doing this with me for the last like 4 years or whatever, and not getting a lot of views. Or like sometimes I'm like, why are we even doing this? And then we do it, and I think some of the times on here remember Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad gave him the oil for his baby goat and all the things with our attorney. Barney the dinosaur, and then what is our attorney, the dog? What the fuck is his name?
Saint Bernard Sanders.
Saint Bernard Sanders, and just all like I think the laughs we've had on here, even going back with Shanth and you, and some of the greatest laughs I've ever had in my life. I'm not even kidding about that. Some of the best times I've had. Forget all my problems and just come on here and goof around so much. And I think maybe that's why YouTube has punished my channel so much, because I never focus on the business part of this. I'm just here to have a good time, man. I'm just here because it's so much fun to mess around. And but I gotta do something because this is how I sell the books, and I gotta have more fans and more subs, and I gotta earn it. You know what I mean? I gotta figure it out. So what are your recollections? What are your memories of doing this?
I've always looked forward to it. That's a good sign of whatever you're doing, whether it be work or whatever, or a channel getting together, something like this. As long as you look forward to doing it, and that's good. And that's always been the case. Just some of the movies, I've seen a lot of movies doing the show that I've never seen before.
Right.
Even though some of them might have been like, cult classics or whatever. I just never saw them. But I saw them here. And then I'm a firm believer that that we're all watching the same movie, we just have different seats. So even though we would watch the same movie, we all got something different out of it. We all got a lot of the same things out of it, but different angle, different points in life. You've seen a lot of these movies as an adult. I've seen a lot of them as a kid. So it's kind of, that photo is taken, that cement is dried, so to speak, when you see it for the first time, whatever age you are, whatever angle you saw it from, that's it. That they're your first time. That's it. However you felt about it, the build up to it, or maybe no build up. Like for a lot of the ones you saw as an adult, you didn't see the pomp and circumstance, the full page ads in the newspaper, the commercials, the fucking meals, Taco Bell and McDonald's that correspond with it. For some movies, yeah, you saw that, but for some of them, the ones you saw as an adult, maybe, you didn't see that part of it. So that was always cool. And then sometimes some movies, I don't remember which ones right now off the top of my head, but some movies I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna like this one, and then you're like, man, I didn't like it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I
How
have
could
to
you
admit
not?
I gotta admit a secret to you that I've held because I don't want to upset you because you loved it, and it sucks when you love something and someone else hates it. You and Sean loved Major Payne. I fucking hated that movie.
That movie's hilarious.
Now, if I had seen it when you saw it the first time at 15, 16, whatever, I'd probably like it. I saw it when I was 45. I'm like, turn this shit off. I can't take this.
Yeah, you're not gonna all that shit. You're not gonna.
I get it. I just couldn't stand it. And you guys were just crying and laughing, and I was just trying to play along. Like, oh my god, I hated this movie so much,
dude. You're like that movie. It would be like you walking through waist high grass very fast. Like you're just trying to get through it. You're just stomping through. Yeah. You're not seeing all the all the shit we saw from that age when you're 15, 14, 15, 16. Right. You don't know dumb shit is hilarious to you because you're a fucking dumb kid and you're a dumb boy, even more so. Right. So the more sophomoric the comedy, the better. A lot of it as an adult, you're like, what the fuck? That'd be like me bringing you, a tray full of fucking treats that kids eat. Like, I'm not gonna eat this shit. Yeah. It's not for me. But at that age, yeah, give me all those gummies and fucking
gummy bears and all
that
marshmallows and all that crap.
Yeah, but you see that as, well, that's not good for me. That's going to make me put on weight. That's going to give me diabetes. But to a kid, it's like, man, this is awesome. And it was. Dude,
heaven on earth.
The part where he told that little 5-year-old kid that if you bother me again to go to the bathroom, I'm going to break that thing off and kick it around on the ground. And when he said, the boy runs away crying. He says, Charlie doesn't care about your tears when he sticks his bayonet in your little tiny heart. What the fuck? That is a crazy thing to say to a 5-year-old, but yeah, man, that's okay. We'll just have to agree to disagree on that
one. Michael Stewart R6B2M for $1. Thank you, friend. And you know what I haven't done in forever is play the dollar video. My daughter made a video to play to thank you for the money.
Uh-oh.
You throw the dollar on the stage, we shake that ass.
Shake, shake, shake.
Thank you, friend.
We don't, but the video.
We don't. We're both married men. Now, None the Miser is probably him and Captain Haruno are like two of the greatest commenters that we've ever had in this channel. He's always hitting one from 3. Just he doesn't say anything. He hangs out, and then bang, he just hits one. The Laser Mission movie review, guys. If you haven't seen that, go back. It was like 3 years ago. We did all 5 of Brandon Lee, rest in peace, his movies. You got The Crow, you got Something Rage, Legacy of Rage, Laser Mission, Rapid Fire. What's the other
Showdown in Little Tokyo?
Showdown in Little Tokyo. Anka Tanka Toye. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I still maintain he would have been a gigantic movie star if the guy didn't unfortunately die young.
Yeah, he definitely would have taken some.
He could fight. He could act. He had it all. He was ready to pop.
He definitely would have taken some food off of Keanu Reeves' plate.
Yeah.
But would have been double cool squared is
cool cube, but go ahead.
Mathematically incorrect. If his father stayed alive too, like there would have to be some father-son epic shit, because I don't know, but there is no other father-son combo like that who could fight on that level.
Right. In
movies together or at all. I mean, like 2 action stars, father, son.
That's true.
I'm sure there's some, but very few. But if he and his father were to have remained alive, wow. Imagine the movies.
Yeah, Heather says he was gorgeous. He was a good looking cat,
Yeah.
So
had it all.
Yeah.
Had it all. Yeah. If he could sing, fuck, that's unfair. If he could sing too, that's unfair.
Nah, forget it.
If he could sing and he had dick like down like almost to his kneecap, that's unfair. Because then, I don't know. There's a trifecta.
Then we'd all just hate him.
If the trifecta? What do you have? What do you call 5 things? I don't even know what the word for that
is. It a pentafecta?
He'd have it. Whatever the fuck it is, he would have it, because that is unfair to every man on the planet.
Well, because in recent months, we moved away from the movie reviews because it was just too much. As my business has grown and gotten busier, and I've been managing more things, writing, drawing, building websites, social media, it's like I don't have time to collect these photos for the movies, because that takes a while. And
Yeah.
And those have been my favorite moments is the movie reviews. I love the conversation, but the movie reviews, it's unplanned. You find those golden moments, those serendipity, those moments of just pure improvisation, and it's been awesome. But what is your favorite, if you have one or two or three memories, your favorite movie reviews we ever did? I'll go first if you don't know, because I know them off the top of my head, my favorite ones we ever did.
Oh, I'll say that probably have to be either Lethal Weapon or Under Siege, because that's two. If that were a teeter totter, they're on opposite ends, but they're both equally
Right.
great. And I think they both encapsulate the show because we've covered really good action movies.
Right.
Lethal Weapon, not even Lethal Weapon 1, just Lethal Weapon. And then we've covered, not that Under Siege is a bad movie, but Under Siege is, if
it's got a quirkiness to it.
And if Seagal's first 4 movies were a vampire, Under Siege is the sun starting to come over the hillside, because that's when he got into, now I kick ass for the environment. I'm an Indian, and all that kind of crazy shit. And then we collapse into Glimmer Man, and then it's on to the DVD.
Glimmer Man, where he's wearing like the silk Chinese collar. Ugh. My favorite reviews we ever did, where I had the most laughs I ever had, is Stone Cold. Fucking unbelievable movie. I tried to hunt that movie down for like 6 months, and I finally just bought 3 DVDs, sent one to Jonathan, sent one to you so we could all fucking watch it, because we couldn't find it on streaming. And
now we know why.
That was worth every penny. That was worth every penny I spent sending you guys those DVDs.
But now we know why it doesn't stream.
One of the worst, most hilarious movies I've ever seen in my life.
That's the classic one-off Hollywood. We got to capitalize on this fame. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Throw 10, 20 million at it. Whatever happens. Because at the time, the Boz, in his underwear and his lizard, and not in his underwear, but he was wearing Speedos and he had a pet. Like
he had a pet lizard and he was wearing Speedos.
Yeah, he had a hog under that bad boy. And then the hair, motorcycle, no helmet, the chick, the courthouse. It was just.
And he saves no one. The judge that the bad guys want to kill is killed. The girl is killed. Everyone dies. And then he walks during the credits.
And he doesn't.
Badass.
And the crowd still cheers.
It would be like if the Death Star blew up the Rebel base and then Han Solo and Luke are like, you can't keep us down. It's like, and we just lost.
And everybody's still slow clapping at the end like that. That was amazing. That movie was if you send your 5-year-old to pack for you and you have 1 minute to grab everything we need, sweetheart. And it's a box of cereal. It's one shoe. It's a teddy bear. It's a fucking cookie sheet out of the kitchen. It's just this jumble of stuff. And that movie was insane. And somehow it still ended up being awesome. I don't know how, but it did.
Yeah, it was something else. But and my other one that I absolutely loved that we did was it was another stupid movie. What was it? I just had it on the tip of my tongue, but then I looked at a list of movies just now.
How about
No Holds Barred with the late great Hulk Hogan, the only commercial sponsor this show's ever had, with Pastamania in Clearwater, Florida. I love
Sammy
that. Hold
Sosa,
on,
man.
Let me honor this super chat from Cranberry Langers, one of my oldest viewers. He used to watch the show I would do with my daughter, father-daughter dance. You throw the money on the stage, booty starts shaking.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
That's such a great edit by my daughter. You're just coming in closer.
That has everything. Everything you want and some things you don't.
Is there a reason we can't watch the Stone Cold stream anymore? I would honestly pay money for it. But I'm going to look through my catalog here. It should be available.
Dude,
I
it's
didn't private it,
nuts.
I don't think.
Remember Bulletproof Monk, the movie that you basically walked out on,
Oh, Bulletproof.
courtesy of me? That was amazing.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things that I've ever. I don't even know what the hell that was. I don't even know what the hell that
It was a waste of money for
No,
the
that was-
studio. That's what that was. That movie was
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. That had to be almost 4 years ago we did that one, right?
Yeah, that was long, long ago.
Very long time. I'm going back. I'm looking for it. Jeez. Could you?
Long ago.
Yeah, tell him something while I'm looking, please. I gotta find it here. Let me see.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many great action movies, and when we were doing the first 5 series, awesome. And I think a lot of some actors are fortunate enough to have many good movies after that. They all don't get out unscathed. Everybody makes a turd or two.
Right.
But in the action genre, like a Stallone or a Schwarzenegger or something like that, I mean, man, some of those movies are awesome. And there's so many out there. I mean, we could probably go on for years and years doing this.
Oh yeah.
And never do a movie again twice. But we got all the. I think we didn't leave anything out on the field.
One I always wanted to do that we never did. I never got to do Romancing the Stone, one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't see Stone Cold on here. I think I got copyrighted on Stone Cold because I played so much footage. I think that's what it was. And I had to just take that stream down. But if you were there, I guess that'll all go down in history as you had to be there for the Stone Cold stream. I think it's privated on my channel now. I don't think I deleted it. But I think I vaguely remember like YouTube was like, you played footage from this, so now you can't monetize it. It wasn't a strike on my channel, thank goodness. But I think they didn't like what I did there. So
Yeah, well, it had to be done.
None the Miser. You wanted to review Weird Science, and then you watch it, refuse to review classic WWE. I refuse. That woman was like 23 years old, kissing a 15-year-old for really real kissing him. No, Hollywood. No, I will not do that. How dare you? Just because I thought she was hot when I was a kid, that doesn't mean you go through with it.
Dude.
Stupid.
Dude, they couldn't get another 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old to play the part and kiss him?
1986 Kelly LeBrock is a 1 Planck unit, which is the smallest unit of measurement, maybe quantum foam. She is that close to Cindy Crawford. She's there. She's 1A. Cindy Crawford is 1J. We're talking babes from the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. You got Kelly LeBrock and Cindy Crawford. That's a pick 'em. That's a pick 'em for me.
No, Cindy Crawford. Like if
Cindy
this
Crawford,
were some kind,
she's got her. She's got her by
No. If this were some kind of like Sistine Chapel painting, it would be Cindy Crawford ascending to the heavens, and then Kelly LeBrock would be like reaching out with her fingertip to just just touch her heel. It's not even close. Cindy Crawford versus Kelly LeBrock. If you're going 80s movies, yeah, Kelly LeBrock is up there with your Phoebe Cates and whatnot. But if you're talking power, star power, gorgeousness, the gorgeousification of that decade, or the 80s and the 90s, if you want to go there, especially the 90s, that's when Cindy Crawford was entering the Earth's atmosphere, and she was the nose of the space shuttle. You know how hot? She was those tiles on the belly of the spacecraft that get like 2,500 degrees. Well, man, Cindy Crawford was too fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know how many socks were encrusted?
Yes.
Because of Ms. Crawford, who I don't know if she got a scholarship or she was just accepted, but she went to Northwestern for like a semester and then was like, oh, I'm fucking hot. I'm out of here. And then
she went to Northwestern and she walked into the bathroom and saw herself in a mirror. She's like, oh, I don't need a degree to be rich.
She's like, let me give these books to somebody who can use them. I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that the book was interesting. I just don't need to read it though.
I just don't have to read it anymore.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Yeah, when she realized that, she was like, oh, let me get the fuck out of here. Let me get out of Northwestern. That feels in the Midwest. Where is Northwestern? In the northwestern part of the country? I don't
It's
think
near
so.
Chicago, right?
Yeah, no thanks. She's too hot for Chicago. She was
Oh,
almost too hot for America,
yeah.
but
I'm looking
nobody's
on
too
my
hot for
channel and I
America.
can't find a Stone Cold video even privated. I must have deleted it, which looking back now, that makes me sad.
Forced
Uh,
deletion.
oh, I think I deleted it because they didn't like, they didn't. I think I played some of it and they're like, hey, you can't do that or whatever. So I'm looking for it.
But
Sorry.
isn't that just bringing attention to their creation?
You would think so, right?
What the fuck? We're bringing eyeballs to your shit.
Do you know one of my most do you want to know the most viewed episode of Double Impact ever? That's 263,000 views of this show. And it's
Yeah.
Double Impact. And all it is people from third world countries Googling Double Impact on YouTube trying to watch the Van Damme movie. And then they watch 10 seconds of my channel and leave a dirty comment like, this isn't the movie, you fucker. And
Too late,
so,
bitch. Got it.
yeah, but it was in the algorithm for quite a while, that episode. And it would get like 10,000, 15-second long views per day. Very funny.
Thanks.
So
no, the Bruce Lee series was awesome. Showdown in Little Tokyo, that one was awesome. I really like that one because that has such a soft spot in my heart as a kid. I think I was 10 or 11 when that came out, and that was just there was a decapitation in there, drug use, eating sushi off of naked chicks, martial arts, fucking gunfire in a residential, or not a residential area, but like downtown. They're just letting off fully automatic weapons like in the storefronts. It was everything a young man, a red-blooded young male would want to see in an action movie. It was fucking awesome. So when we watched that or reviewed that one, that was pretty fucking cool. Yeah. Rapid Fire was another one. I was like 12 when that came out. So there's just a bunch of them that were cool.
Those were the days.
GoldenEye, fuck that movie.
Oh, GoldenEye. That still had she's another one. That model that I liked, and you guys like the boring blonde girl. Yeah.
Nah, you're wrong.
It's like, hey guys, I like vanilla ice cream. Like,
but when the vanilla's made with like
it
was the world's finest
ice cream.
Vanilla beans.
There's nothing.
No, you can't just say no, because then you're putting like fucking Safeway Select vanilla on par with like some super premium.
We'll give her Haagen-Dazs with its made up word. We'll give her that.
Okay, if she's Haagen-Dazs, then fucking brunette chicks are fucking Briars or Dryers. Which one?
No, what are you?
Dryers or Briars? Okay, Ben and Jerry's.
Cindy Crawford's a brunette.
Fucking Ben and Jerry's.
Cindy Crawford's a brunette. So you just contradicted yourself.
No, I'm not saying that there are no hot brunettes. Of course there are, but I'm combating your belief that blondes are. That's ridiculous. You ever heard of Pamela Anderson?
That woman, Pam. I never got the Pam Anderson, the Jennifer Aniston thing. I'm like,
what?
What am I not seeing that they're all saying?
Look, okay, hold on.
No.
The following comments are from the vantage point, from the experience. Can I live my truth? Can I speak my truth here?
I
life experience.
Want you to speak your truth. This is a safe place.
Okay, this is to our wives, who I'm sure are watching, especially yours. She's always monitoring.
Yeah, my wife is always there.
Soaring
she's like Batman. You know how he has like 8 television monitors and he's surveilling everything?
And it's all the monitors are they're all close up on your mouth. So she fucking knows exactly what she knows exactly.
Yeah, every man has to have that conversation with their wife. It's like, that you are the prettiest woman in the world, but there are other pretty women in the world. They do exist.
Yeah, but I've never seen them.
Like, what?
I've never seen them in their whores.
Like, I know that I'm tall, dark, and handsome. I am aware of the effect I have on women. But I'm also aware there are other handsome men in the world. I'm aware.
And these are also from like when we were young, we're kids. Like I'm talking Cindy Crawford in the 90s. That's where these you're fighting your case. You're the state versus Jericho Green, and Jericho Green is representing blondes right now.
Okay.
Cindy Crawford in the 90s, she was redonkulous.
Yeah.
But Pam Anderson, if Cindy Crawford is who you're putting on the witness stand for your team, then I have to put Pamela Anderson on the stand for the defense, because Pam Anderson in I don't know, so many years, but we'll pick 1995.
Brother, it isn't close.
I know, I'm right. Thank you.
It isn't close how much
conceding
better.
so early in the trial. Thank you.
It isn't close how much better looking Cindy Crawford is.
Come on.
It isn't.
I'm not even really arguing that. I'm arguing your what's the word I'm looking for? Your aloof attitude when it comes to
look at that,
to toe-haired ladies.
I mean, dude, it's not close. It's not close.
Dude, I've worshipped at the altar of 90s Cindy Crawford. I'm aware. Remember, I got the poster taken away when I was 12.
Jericho,
and I got it back when I was
look
like
at that
15.
Cindy Crawford there. You would.
Can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it.
I can see it with my mind's eye. I can see it with that.
It's not sharing it, huh? Is it not sharing it at all?
The screen looks like woke people's profile picture in like the summer of 2020. That's what it looks like.
Let me open image in new tab. Okay. There we go. Can you see it now?
No.
What do you see?
Nothing.
This is ridiculous. I'm sharing the screen. Hold on.
I see. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like where the Pepsi commercial. That she was at her zenith. Yes, she even has blonde highlights.
Come on, it's not close, dude.
How, Gabe?
It's not close.
You're being ridiculous. How can you say that's not close?
Pamela Anderson is fine. She's fine.
Get the fuck.
It's fine. Get
the fuck out of town with that.
There's no zip there. There's no
Gabe. If there's a town I could throw you out of and tell you, and all the townspeople would go to the edge of town and fucking boo, and throw fucking rotted fruit at you,
I don't care.
I would kick you out.
I don't
Are you
care.
kidding me?
I'll be fine to be the one man to stand against everyone.
Hey, see ya. I'm sorry.
Ramdog.
Pete. I'm sorry.
Ramdog just slammed the door in your face. Anderson is Canadian, Jericho.
Your argument is invalid.
And here's another one. She was a Raiders cheerleader.
Hey, so we all make
another
mistakes.
Strike against her.
We all make mistakes. Like my son, when he was smaller, he'd point out people, Dad, he's wearing a Raiders jersey, or Dad, he's wearing a Cowboys jersey. I tell him, son, we all make mistakes. All right. That was in her past. And you're right. I respect that point that Canada, that she's Canadian, because fuck Canada. I get it. But if we're just going off of faces, you can't say that Pam Anderson circa 1995 was, and I quote, fine. That's ridiculous.
She's fine. I just said it again. She's fine.
That's the problem.
Here's the thing with me, and it's a very specific thing.
That's fine. That's not even close.
No, it isn't, and I'll tell you why. There's one thing that it all hinges on for me: the eyes. The eyes. I don't like beady eyes ever. And
Pam Anderson has beady eyes.
They're a little beady, not much, but just a touch.
But on your beady meter,
it's a huge deal for me. Is the eyes. My wife has tremendously big eyes. They're beautiful.
Well, we're not comparing. We're not comparing to that. There is no comparison. See that, Gabe?
They're just a little beady. And Cindy Crawford has big old eyes and giant eyelashes. Just what I like.
That is fucking ridiculous.
That's
one of the more ridiculous things I've ever heard.
I don't know. Well, it's not.
I don't either.
It's not as ridiculous as saying that you love creamy peanut butter like a second grader. And by the way, that's the poll this week. That is the final poll of the show.
I saw that bullshit. I saw that fucking bias.
Shit
that bias bullshit.
Let's go see the poll. Who's winning anyway?
Where it says yuck next to creamy peanut butter, and it's still gonna fucking win. Even with your thumb on the scale, it's still gonna fucking win.
I'm gonna go into my other YouTube accounts and vote.
Of course you will.
Like Biden in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you're
in the ballot.
your 2020 tactics.
That's right. That's right.
That's bullshit.
Hey, there was a water
Only
main break
fucking-
in Atlanta, Georgia. Hold on. I'm
And
gonna
all the votes that were saved.
right.
counted.
Hold on. I got to text my family. Hey
Yeah,
guys, go
see,
to my
that's
YouTube live
cheating.
stream and vote for crunchy peanut butter, please. Oh, my
fucking
wife
cheating.
already had it in the chat. That's a ride or die. That's a ride or die. Look at this. I'm gonna screenshot this and show you what my wife.
If she wants, if she wants to hop off of the door in the Titanic and sink down to the cold abyss with you, then
look at this. Look at
that's her
this.
prerogative.
You gotta find a woman like this. Good luck. Good luck ever finding a woman like this. Look at.
Now the whole screen went black.
Well, hold on. Yeah,
There it is. Now you're back.
Look at that. That's from the. Hold on.
There you go. No, you got
From
it
the
right
family from the family group chat. My wife
there.
popped that in there, and then text my 2 kids. Go vote for your dad's crunchy peanut butter. She already did that like 10 minutes ago. I was about to ask her to do it. See, you see,
That's fucking
you
terrible.
see how it is when you got a
Because
good
cheating, it runs.
Oh, the
through
great,
your family, runs
the great
rampant.
Von Coleman. He's a young kid, Jericho, who writes comics and publishes them. Phenomenova, and
Keep it up.
he's an impressive young man. He's in his 20s and he's getting it done. He doesn't draw them, but he does write them, and I have a few of them. And he gave me a few of them like a year ago, and I checked them out. I was like, "Oh wow, these are professional quality books." So good for him. Good for him.
Good job. Keep
Heather
that
has
shit up.
beady, shifty eyes. Well, sorry, Heather. It can never be. Sorry. Adrian
That's all
says
right.
she only buys chunky because you like. How dare you?
Seriously, if you go into her nightstand right now, she has creamy peanut
There's
butter
creamy peanut butter hidden in parts of the house that I don't know about.
with a spoon in them.
You come
She
home,
knows
she's
what's
like,
up.
she's like wiping a knife off really quick and throws
Hey,
something.
babe. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. It's got all this
You're
peanut
home
butter stuck in
early?
her teeth.
You're
Yeah.
home early. It's just having some chunky.
Yeah,
peanut-
just-
having some
just-
chunky.
Just having some chunky
chunky
peanut butter. Why?
Gross.
So,
Only people who don't care about their mouths or what goes in it
that's not true. It's the
eat
best.
fucking chunky.
You know,
peanut
I should
butter.
go get some right now and eat it on the air, just so you can
Yeah,
watch me.
if you're like some granola headed dirt fucking hippie who's like, yeah, the crunchy, you have to leave chunks in there, man, because
Texture, it's so good. The texture, and you're actually eating peanuts.
nah.
The fun
If you
of the
want
nuts is
peanuts,
that they're
Eat
crunchy.
peanuts. If you want peanuts, eat peanuts. If you want peanut butter, eat fucking peanut butter. Like an
Oh,
adult, not
that's
some
the little baby
indecisive
with-
15-year-old.
With the
No, I
white
want
bread and the
creamy.
Welch's jelly.
I
and
want
my-
creamy, but
do
I
you
want
cut the crust off too?
want
I bet you
chunga.
eat those fucking
I
Uncrustables.
want creamy, but I want chunga. You're an indecisive fucking it girl
Yeah,
in high school.
yeah,
That's what
creamy
you are.
peanut butter. Ugh.
Like I like creamy, but I want crunchy too. Like, can I just have both? You're one of those people. You're one of those fucking Walmart mouth people who
No
buy
way.
the peanut butter and
No way.
jelly in the same jar.
Yeah,
Hey, that way you don't dirty up two knives. We only got one knife.
y'all got
I
any
got
more of
my-
them
I
taters
got
back
my
there?
peanut butter. We only got one good knife. I got my peanut butter in the.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
my
we're
turn to
going
use the knife tonight.
Yeah, those are the kind of people that eat chunky peanut butter.
That's not true.
Hey, somebody come move
Chunky
this
peanut butter,
transmission.
it
Gonna take a
costs
bath.
more. Dude, it costs more. It's the more
Mama,
premium product.
Mama, next time you kiss me, don't put your tongue in my mouth. Those are chunky peanut butter eaters, where there are no branches on their family
No,
tree.
I think it's the crackhead and meth head who burned all their teeth out who have to have the creamy peanut butter because they no longer have teeth.
No,
That's what I think.
it's the crack smoking,
Prove
dick
those are your
sucking
real teeth. Prove it right now.
tweakers.
Prove those
Those
are
are
real.
the crack sucking, dick smoking tweakers. That's the only thing they can eat that reminds them of solid food. Man, how long I got left in my crunchy peanut butter? Sometimes I'll take a
Here's the
scoop
thing I
of it on
wonder
my
about
mom's
peanut butter,
birthday,
though.
and I'll put it in her ass and I'll eat it out.
Oh. You think peanut butter
Eat it
could,
right out of mom's asshole.
could peanut butter ever be too crunchy? That's the
Because
question.
if you're going to put crunchy peanut butter in your mouth, you might as well eat it out of your mama's asshole.
You first. You first.
And
One thing
that's how you take it too far.
that is a masterclass in taking it too far. Brought to you by Jericho Green.
Thank you.
One thing I wanted to say a few minutes ago, because we've been keeping the people in suspense. I talked to you about this yesterday. Jericho didn't know about this final episode and my new plans for the future, but I'm sure you guys all want to know. You're on the edges of your seats. We're not going anywhere, me and Jericho. We're not doing these lives.
Fuckers.
We're not doing the lives for the foreseeable
Got you.
future until I figure out YouTube better and they quit taking subs away from my channel for streaming live. We're going to just do the show. We're going to record it. I know that sucks. We have a relationship with the audience. I keep looking down the whole show, reading the comments. The comments are amazing. They're hilarious. The personal stories. That is the reason I do the reason I do YouTube is the personal aspect. Me and Jericho, our brotherhood, and then the relationship I have with you guys, as distant as it may be, believe it or not, it is valuable to me. And I love to see the victories and all the stuff that you guys tell me about, even though I don't know you. I wouldn't know you if I saw you in a crowd. I haven't seen any of your faces, except for that little picture of Heather where she looks like Judith Light from Who's the Boss.
Yeah, she's either a teacher at a really nice school, or she sells real estate, and that's one of her listings she's sitting in.
She drives like a Mercedes G-Wagon and sells overpriced real estate in Scottsdale. That's what I like to imagine.
Her head's always like this, holding her phone to her cheek as she goes in the car.
Hold on. One sec. Yeah?
No.
Well, you fucking tell him I need the papers. Okay, yes, what?
We close by Friday. We can fuck off. Okay, I need 2 pumps of vanilla, 1 pump cinnamon. Let's go. I come here every morning. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hello, Habib. Look, babe, you want to get out of that Dubai sand and into some Malibu sand? I need you to close this week, fucker. Later. Boom.
She got her go to hell sunglasses on. You know?
Fuck yeah. Still trying not to smoke. She's trying not to, but
no, she's on the patch. She's on the patch and the gum.
And she smokes.
Did I ever tell you that I tried the nicotine pouch? Did I ever tell you about this? I don't smoke. You know, I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. But I saw like ball players and there are people with those little pouches of the nicotine salt. I'm like, I'm an adult. I want to know what this is. And it was like a year ago. And I put it in and I felt like I was going down a roller coaster at 70 miles an hour from the adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. I spit it out after about 2-3 minutes and I think I got a headache. And I was like, never mind. So I still have it. I still have it here in my office. A packet of I don't know what it's called. What's the big brand of that shit?
It's called Sky or some shit.
It's something. I don't know.
Something with
California, they can't have flavors because then that'll make kids like them. So they're all like nothing flavored. Everyone else
because no kids ever smoked until. Right. Yeah, because no kid ever smoked until they added flavors to it.
Let me see what it's called. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to show it on air because it's technically a drug, right? Because it's tobacco. So I'm not going to wave it around. But I do need to know what it's called. What is this thing called? Oh, it's called a Zen. It's called a Zen.
Yeah, Z. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I see that, those little white pouches.
What about a semi-hot wife? What the fuck was that about? That was something Sean said and he got in trouble, didn't he?
That's a hell of a hole to dig yourself out of, guys. Don't ever put yourself in that fucking.
Ramdog says, "Do what Razorfist does." He's an acquaintance of mine. I know him sort of. He private the lives that repost the VOD. I don't think does that work because I think if you're doing lives and you're just not making YouTube any money, I don't think they care what if you private it or anything. I think they still will punish you because the reason they're punishing is they're telling you, "Hey, quit doing lives. If you're not going to make money for us, quit doing them." And that's why they keep taking followers away. You know, so I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, they're dicks.
Heather said that's almost my exact Starbucks offer. Jeez. She says now change all of that to me owning my own salon. Oh, that's right.
Oh, so you're more fun than that.
So she's sitting there gossiping and cutting ladies' hair. That must be.
She has, man. She could destroy like 15 marriages across the city.
Women beats
one text message. Yeah, if she put a recording device in her salon, she could take down the city. She's like one of those crime bosses who has a safe somewhere with all these recordings. There's senator so-and-so, mayor, district attorney, chief of police. Like she could destroy the power structure of whatever city she lives in just off of what she hears in that salon alone.
A few people in the chat have suggested we go to Twitch. Do you know anything about that, Jericho? I thought Twitch was like a bunch of weird Zoomer kids playing video games.
I think that's how it's. I think that's how it started, but it's grown to more than that now.
You know, TwitchCon is here in San Diego every year. It's down at the convention center, the same one we have the Comic-Con at, and I'll hear about it on the news or whatever. Like, oh, TwitchCon is the next 3 days and blah blah blah. I don't know.
What kind of numbers if they're doing the kind of numbers as far as attendance that Comic-Con does, well, there might be something to that.
Yeah, who knows?
Because Comic-Con gets like 150, 200,000, something like that.
Yeah, Heather says there are comic book nerds on Twitch. But Heather, you've known me for years now. I'm not a comic book nerd. I'm an artist. I don't mean that to be pretentious. I love making comics and writing and drawing, but I'm not like arguing about how the transporter works on Star Trek. I've never understood. To me, the way nerds treat, and I don't want to be insulting, but like the way the really obsessive nerds, not all nerds, not all fandom people, but there's a certain type of fan. It's a small minority, certain type of fan that takes like, it would be like taking your sandwich at lunch and taking it apart. Take the bread off, take the lettuce off, scrape the mayo off, take the ham out, take the cheese out. You like take your whole sandwich apart and like look at it. And to me, it's like, just eat it. Just eat it. Don't overanalyze the TV show, the movie, the comic book. Just eat it. The only comics or movies or TV or anything I've ever complained about was cultural. It was never quality that I complained about. There's always going to be bad books, movies, TV, comics. There's always going to be bad ones. And if you spent your time complaining about bad ones, you couldn't do anything else because there's a lot of bad stuff. A lot of artists make bad material. The stuff, and this is 1,000% true. You go watch every live stream I ever did, everything I ever post. I only complain about morality. That's what I call bad. I don't care if something is like quality bad, that sucks, but I care if it's giving bad messages to kids and families and all that. That's what I don't like. Mm-hmm. So, Kramer Langer says for Twitch, you don't have to be gaming. It's got just chatting and stuff. I mean, it's worth a look. It's worth a look, but
especially if you can
see. For now, the plan is to do what I'm doing with Bill. I'm going to meet with Jericho once a week at a time convenient for him. We're going to record like an hour and a half, and then those will be posted as Double Impact, the recorded edition. I know. We want the live chat. What do you want me to do? Call someone at YouTube and complain on my behalf then. So, and because Jericho, you used to do lives every day, didn't you?
6 days a week.
Yeah, but I met you were doing that. What do you do? One now? One a week, maybe?
Yeah, I do one on Fridays.
Yeah. So that sucks, because they're fun. Lives are fun, So
yeah, I just don't have the time to do them now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 hours, 6 days a week.
Let's see. Asmon Gold makes a fortune on Twitch. You don't have to be the nerd, but you want the nerds to buy your stuff. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And you don't want to insult the audience and say, oh, why do you like this? Why do you like that? But I'm just saying I'm not that way. When it comes to Star Wars or Star Trek, I never just overthink it. It's just like, it's fun. It's for fun. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. I just don't want them telling kids perverted stuff. That's the only objection I ever have. Quit telling kids nasty stuff, you weirdos. So, I don't know. But, thinking back on the different guests we've had, I love, of course, we love Dean, Matthew Marsden, our Brit friend.
Oh, yeah. Who stood up for that breakfast they serve over there. That was weird.
Right. Remember we found out when we were looking at British food with Matthew that they had a toast sandwich? It was a slice of toast with a thinner slice of toast and then another slice of toast. I shit you not. It was a toast sandwich.
So bread. And that stupid shrimp cucumber sandwich. I'm like, what the?
Oh, right.
Shrimp, like a cooked shrimp and a slice of cucumber on some bread.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
Matthew was never able to defend any of that food to us.
No. I mean, he put up a defense.
He tried.
You want to call it that, but you take one look at the breakfast they serve and you're like, oh, yeah. I can't.
Yeah. It was a good time. Todd Senafonte was a great guest. Love him.
Yeah, Van Damme's stunt double.
Yeah.
I remember I asked him
how much he looked like him when he was like 25.
Oh, yeah. I was like, please tell me you use the fact that you look so much like Van Damme to your advantage. And he was like, oh, yeah.
He plays that one a little coy.
But as men, you want to see somebody who has those abilities maximize them.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You want to be like, oh, no, man, I would just go home. I'd finish up a set, go home, read my books. Like, you what? You look like Van Damme. So, proud of my boy.
Hold on. Speaking of Matthew, I'm going to text him. I don't know if he's available or not, but I'll just tell him. I know Dean's traveling. He's in D.C. right now, so he can't do it. Hold on. Hey, Jericho and I are live right now for the last ever live stream of our show. You want me to send you the link? Now, this man does have 9 children, and they all play various sports and dancing and things. So the odds of him being at soccer practice right now are like at 80-1 or 80%. He probably is driving a kid. He's probably driving a kid to something or home from something or at something waiting for something to end to then drive them home.
Yeah. Or sitting in a drive-through to get the kids something
Right. So,
because it's late getting home. Oh yeah. Been
but
there.
I'll
Been
copy.
there.
I'll just shoot him the link. We'll see if he's available or not. I should have sent him the link earlier today, but I was busy. I was busy setting stuff up. We got Dean Cain All American Lawman Volume 2 launching
Yep.
June 2nd. A 60-day pre-order campaign with guaranteed delivery before the end of the year. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay. So it's already almost complete. I was lettering some pages today. I was making the landing page, the website page for it today. And it's going to be a thing of beauty. It's going to be really nice. I really love this story. And I got into writing dialogue again today, and that's a lot of fun. I really like it. Let's see. Heather said, and the videos of you drawing live would be awesome to on Twitch. I'm just saying this because I think you would do really well. Maybe Twitch is the way. Maybe we go twitching. I don't know.
Yeah,
Find
people
out.
have spoken.
Yeah. Sad to hear this is the last episode, though. I know I couldn't always watch, but it was always so. Well, thank you. You were one of the best ones here. I was in my freezer the other day looking around, and I saw those chocolates that you sent me. I still have one can of them left because I was a formerly fat person, so I don't eat that way all the time, but they were delicious. The milk chocolate with caramel and the little salt crust on them, delish. And I remember Tony from Australia, she sent me that box of snacks, and I found some of it here in the garage. I still had like 5 little bags of potato chips and that jar of Vegemite, which I
think you'll hold on to that one for a while, right?
I should have eaten it on the air, as to honor her. But I'm not doing it now because it's like she sent me that like a year ago. Does that stuff last? I never planned on eating Vegemite.
I'm sure it's still good, but I'll guarantee you this. If you open it and smell it, you won't be able to tell whether it's good or not. Because it smells and tastes like shit.
Hold on. Matthew just texted me. He said, what? Why the last one? I'm trying to do British. I said, no more lives. Going to record. Want to hop on for a few. He says, He says, isn't it? But he's probably at soccer or football or karate. He's at soccer, football, karate practice. They combined it all into one thing for his kids. So he's got a lot of children.
Yeah, man, that's a serious little family there.
Yeah. No, he says I can't, but I'm putting the kids down to sleep. Oh well, another time. All right. I mean, it's not like we won't ever go live again. I think we could squeeze one in every,
No, I'm never doing it again. That was
4 to 6 weeks. Just
Done.
Squeeze one off.
Rub one out.
You don't want to squeeze one off with me.
Yeah, man, let's do it. No eye contact.
I think the chips are past due. Just throw away the Vegemite, or you could use it as cement. No, Tony, we ate most of it, and then it was put with other food, and we have so much food. We got a lot of food here, and I was cleaning stuff up, and I found the box shut, and there were still 4 or 5 little packets of chips, and these crackers called Shapes. They're actually quite good, but it's a stupid name. They're called Shapes. Why are they called Shapes? I don't know.
Shapes? Are they different shapes?
That was the name of the cracker. It was a shape. Vegemite is never good. He's not a Cockney.
Oh, hell no.
He's not a Cockney in a Dickens novel, isn't it?
Isn't it?
You know what I've gotten into in the last month? I've gotten into British crime. British crime movies from the 70s. Go watch Get Carter with Michael Caine. Go watch that. And then there was another one with Bob Hoskins from Roger Rabbit. He plays this awful London mafia boss. He's really bad, dude.
But he's Cockney, though. That's his fucking thing.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, what was Bob Hoskins in? What was that movie?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, The Long Good Friday with a gorgeous Ellen Mirren. She's a bit of all right. Jeez.
Pinky fucking blinders.
Yeah, but I watched about 4 or 5 British crime movies. They were bangers. I saw Oliver Reed one the other day, and he's something else. That was a crazy ass movie. What the hell was that called? But I have my AI Grok. I have a pinned thread where we talk, and I have it suggest me crime movies. and it suggested me about 8, and about 6 or 7 have been amazing. One of them was total shit, and I hated it. But it has shown me some bangers, and I'm in love with 70s crime movie. The whole aesthetic, the film grain, the gray skies, the weird little British cars. It was awesome. And Get Carter with Michael Caine is awesome. I won't spoil it for you, but wow, that was a very surprising movie. And he kills the shit out of people in that movie.
Get Carter. Ain't that you fucking do?
Yeah.
That's like growing up here in America. Those are the only two kind of British people there are. It's either the chimney sweep from Mary Poppins, or it's fucking British royalty.
Right.
That's
Oh
it.
yes, my dear. We have they sort of sound like Thurston Howell, even though he was American from Gilligan's Island. We kind of imagine that. Oh yes.
Yeah,
I love
that
the way
or fucking hello.
I love the way the king, I think he's King John, laughs in the Robin Hood Disney cartoon. Aha, aha, aha.
That's all British people who aren't Cockney who aren't, soot-faced chimney sweeps. That's how they all are. They're very posh. Oh, of course, darling.
Now, Ben Kingsley and Sexy Beast, but is that modern? There's something about the 70s aesthetic that I love. I don't want a modern British movie. Maybe later, but I got to get through these 70s British crime films because they're freaking awesome. And I've seen some great American ones. Dude, The Outfit starring Robert Duvall, Run, Don't Walk. The Outfit is from 1973. Whoa. And then Charlie Varick from like 1978 starring, who's this too grumpy old man? Walter Matthau, who's always funny. He's a criminal in this one, and it's fucking awesome. Charlie Varick, free. I sent you that like a week ago, Jericho, telling you about it. Free on Amazon right now. Charlie Varick, check that one out. Sexy Beasters from 2001. Yeah, we'll get around to that one. Right now, I'm going through a 70s phase, though. So, me and my wife have this thing where I put an awesome crime movie on, and we both lay down each on one of our couches. We have the 2 couches in the L configuration, and then she watches the first minute of a lot of movies. And then I watch the rest of the movie, and then she sleeps. So, is that the typical experience with for guys, Jericho? Is that they, you put a movie on and your wife sees about 3 to 10 minutes of it?
I mean, 10 is you're pushing it.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Rub my back. That's over. And then you know when they're out. I'll fucking pause the show, see if she says anything. Because she still looks, she'll be like, why'd you pause it? If there's no response, it's over. It's all over. Yeah. And then she'll talk shit to me. Don't fall asleep. You don't fucking fall asleep.
Do you fall asleep?
Yeah, every once in a while, especially if we're laying in bed. Yeah, I'll probably fall asleep every once in a while, but 8 times out of 10, that's her ass.
Yeah. Remdog says The Outfit is like the third Parker remake. I'll tell you, The Outfit with Robert Duvall is the best one. Point Blank with Lee Marvin is okay. Payback with Mel Gibson, not a big fan of it.
What?
Just listen, Jericho. You have to understand. My favorite books are the Parker novels. They're my favorite books. Maybe Cormac McCarthy's Blood Meridian. I don't know. So the standard I have, if you've never read, I'm assuming, Donald Westlake, Richard Stark's Parker. I don't think you've ever read the books.
No.
And Mel Gibson's Payback isn't good enough. It's not good enough to be a Parker story because the Parker books they're my favorite. I love them. The book that I'm writing a crime novel right now called Don't Look at Me Like That. It's a Donald Westlake Dortmunder novel. That's basically what it is. It's a crime caper. It's a crime comedy where the things go wrong and the criminals are kind of idiots and stuff like that. And it's an homage to Donald Westlake because I love his work so much. And I've been through every Parker novel except for 2, which I just ordered and will be coming in the mail tomorrow. So Nobody Runs Forever, and I think it's Breakout. Those are the last 2 that I've never read. So there you go. But no, Payback, it's not. Or the one with Mel Gibson, not great. Not great.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about a book, no movie can compare to your mind, to your imagination. But having not seen the other.
Here's the
3,
thing.
I don't know how it stacks up against those, but to say that Mel Gibson's Payback is meh.
Here's the thing.
Or the Pam Anderson.
Yeah, well, here's why I'm right about this. A big part of Parker is that it takes place in the 60s and maybe the
Mm.
early 70s. And there's just an aesthetic, the vehicles, the guns, the people, the kind of technology they had back then. And to see it kind of that cool late 90s look to it, it's just incongruous. It doesn't work because I'm so familiar with Parker and the world of Parker in the 60s and the late 50s all the way through the early 70s, basically, that when I see it in the 90s, it just doesn't make any sense. So maybe if I never read the books, I'm like, oh, I love that movie. But the fact that I'm like, Parker's not in the 90s. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's back in the 60s. So, and just those cars, just the way women were, the way everything worked with restaurants and payphones, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same in the 70s. So, I don't know. So, but yeah, the outfit with Duvall is awesome. I loved it. And it had Joe Don Baker, one of the great character actors, if you saw Joe Don Baker, you would know who he was. I'll show you a picture of him. I bet you've seen him in a bunch
Man,
of
there's got to be a website dedicated to guys like that who their face.
right.
You've
Oh,
seen
you'll know him the
100
second I show you.
times, but you don't know.
Can you see it? Because this has been acting up tonight when I share the screen.
Oh yeah, this dude. Yeah.
Joe Don Baker. He plays a great heavy.
Yeah.
And he was, see, there's Charlie Varick right there, the second one. And he's a bad guy in that one. And then in the outfit with Robert Duvall, he's Duvall's like buddy who's doing the crimes with him.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Listen, I love you, Rum Dog. I'm not going to get offended that you would ask me a question like that, but give me 2 seconds. You just asked me if I had Darwin Cook's Parker novels. Okay. Who wants to know? These are about 3 feet away from me while I'm drawing. When I tell you I'm the world's biggest fan of Parker, I'm serious. Okay. These are the best. These and Darwin Cook turned these into graphic novels. He took a full 300-page prose book, just written word, Jericho, and turned them into the most gorgeous 1960s style illustrated books with just the monocolor, just blue and black. One of them's orange and black. They're so good. They're so good. And he was there's 28 Parker novels, and I think Darwin Cook was gonna convert all of them into graphic novels. And unfortunately, he died of pancreatic cancer. When he started doing, because he was putting out one of those a year, and they were critically acclaimed, and he was winning awards. This was about 15 years ago. He started doing those, and he's no longer with us, but he was one of the greatest comic book artists of all time. Darwin Cook, one of the greatest modern comic book artists. He had this sense of aesthetic, this sense of style, and he had that whole cool 60s thing going on, and not the hippie thing, but the straight that look the engineers have, the thick black framed glasses and the button shirt and the black tie and all that I don't know. Darwin Cook, I didn't know him, but a lot of people I know and were friends with knew him, and he was just one of the greatest comic book artists ever. And he was just his own guy, man. I'll show you a gorgeous piece he did. Yeah, when did he die? He died at 53. What year was that, though? I don't know.
Damn, that's young.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got pancreatic cancer. It's very sad, very sad. But he was an award-winning comic book creator, just one of the best ever. Here, I'll just throw this over here and we'll do. I am a comic book guy. Let me show you a little comic book art. One of my favorite artists, absolute favorite, is Darwin Cook. He just kicked ass. Let's see this. He had this charming style that was just so 60s, and this is in the 2000s. He's working this way, and a lot of comic book guys, they're very insecure. They learn to draw when they're teenagers, and they're very, very wrapped up in detail, technical skill, all of the eyelashes and all the little nuts and the bolts and the this and the that, and they're like sort of showing off. Hey, everyone, I can draw with a lot of skill. But Darwin, I think this is so much more skilled than that other stuff, to be able to have this beautiful, carefree cartooning in his work. Just amazing work. There he is. Yeah. Awesome. Loved his work. Very inspirational stuff to me. I have so much of it. But yeah, he made Parker. I never heard of Parker till the graphic novel came out. And then I got the graphic novel, and then I've devoured every book since, because holy shit, they're good. So,
Damn, 53, man. That's really
yeah,
good.
yeah, very sad.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He said, I figured it. Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm a huge fan of those.
I mean, the entertainment back then and all facets had to be. I guess it had to be better in a sense. There was definitely more pressure. There were more eyeballs on them. There were less things pulling people's attention away, i.e., streaming and all that other shit we have now. Um, the less or the absence of the technology that people have now. And not to say that people lean on it, but there are tools out there that definitely make it easier. It doesn't may not take away your talent, but things that you can definitely make easier to do this or that, color this or whatever. Or movies or music, it was just all there was more pressure on the artist to perform because it was that more of a premium, to be talented and to have people's ear like that or
right.
their eyes or whatever or both. Whereas now, like I said, there are so many other things pulling people's attention in different directions to where back then it was like, hey, you're one of the few shows in town. Let's see it. So these guys really had to, and leaning on their skills more, sharpen their skills more, because they were using them under such high pressure situations.
Yeah.
If you're sharpening the knife, the more pressure you put on it, the faster it's going to sharpen. So,
right. Absolutely. Oh, man. Do you have a favorite author? Are you a big book guy? I've known how to read since I was 3. I'm a voracious reader. I don't think there's barely a moment when I'm not reading. I love to read. And then as an artist, you can't read a book and draw at the same time. So I turned to audiobooks about 10, 15 years ago, or about 10 years ago. I've had an Audible account and I was looking at it and I have like over 250 books in 10 years. So I'm averaging like 25 books a year. Not bad. Not bad, But I switched to audiobooks, but I ordered 2 paperback that'll be here tomorrow, the last 2 Parker books. So, but are you much of a reader or nah?
Nah, not really. Every once in a while, something grabs my attention that I'm excited about. I will, but not the steady appetite.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. If you get into these Parker books, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're so good. Imagine the way you feel when you watch Lethal Weapon or any of these awesome adventure movies. But you know how different a book is, man. You go into a book, you're there. You are engrossed in a book in a way that nothing else does it. So I couldn't recommend it more. But I love reading. Reading is fundamental. I can go anywhere. Take a look.
Oh yeah,
in a book. Reading Rainbow.
LeVar Burton.
That's right.
Yep, he was Kunta Kinte in Roots.
I never saw Roots. I never saw it. I don't know. I just
turns out Alex Haley, the guy who wrote the book and shit, he was full of shit. So
he was lying. Imagine that
about his ancestry and whatnot.
Treasure Island, she made it into the final show. Yeah, I was hoping to see Diesel. It's one of the regulars. I was hoping to see Secretary. Not sure. I haven't seen Hunch the Dirty Roofer in like a year. I remember there was one lady like Tammy and another one, Aruma Faye or something like that, and they were always here. And it is like a sad, like transient thing, this streaming stuff, where you'll see people in the chat and you'll see their name, you learn all this stuff about them, and you'll see them for a year or 2, and then their life changes. Mark's music obsession. He was always here, always first, always commenting. He was a member of this channel. And then I don't know where they go. I don't know. It's sad. It's a weird, sad thing, this stuff. Because it's too easy. It's too easy to talk to each other and know each other, and then it's too easy to leave, The older I get, the more I appreciate Louis L'Amour. I've never read a Louis L'Amour Western, but I love me a good Western. One of my good friends, Peter Brandvold, is one of the most prolific Western authors in the world right now. He's been writing Westerns for like 30-something years. This dude puts out like 4 or 5 books a year. Oh my gosh. Every time I would go to his house to have dinner, he would like give me new books. Like, oh yeah, this one just came out. This one just came out. Like, how are you writing it? I'm writing one novel and I've been writing it for like 3 months. I'm like, well, I stopped writing because I was writing something else, but my goodness. Let's see. Cash Bandit 417. Hey, chat, not to be random, but all my Tinder hit-ups are short, fat, trailer park married women. Sorry for being random. Yeah. I need to stop taking shirtless photos. Listen, I'll give you some advice. Don't touch married women. It's a very bad idea. God doesn't want you to do it, and the husband may have something to say about it. Don't do that. This is very bad.
And those whores need to stay in the yard, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
That's the real fucking criminal there, is that whore.
Yeah. Maybe it was a time change with the show starting early. Yeah, that could be it, Heather. Why some people fall off and go, like, they got their lives, man. This show obviously is not, it shouldn't be the most important thing in their life, you know.
No, it
And
should be.
we moved the show from Wednesday to, I always preferred Wednesday. I always preferred the damn show late. I preferred the show Wednesday at 8. And the reason why is I'm a worker. I love to draw and color and write and do all my stuff. And I don't want to stop to do the show early. But I realize most of the audience is, east of the Mississippi, I think, right? So by the time I come on here at 8, it's like 10, 11 over there. And but that's what worked for me schedule wise. Because you got to think, if I did the show when it was convenient for New Yorkers, I'd be doing it at 4. I barely get back from my lunch at 1 or 2. I can't just work another 2 hours, work from 2 to 4, and then go on the air, and then that's the end of my day. Like, no, I got to get stuff done.
Your day's done at 8 p.m.
Yeah. So.
You're fucking finished.
No, I'm in my office from like 9 a.m. till 8 or 9 p.m. But I take time out in the day. I'll go out and play with Big Baby in the yard. I'll go to lunch with my wife. My lunch is like 2 hours. I'll take a walk at noon, then I'll go somewhere to eat, or we'll make something at home. So lunch is usually like noon to 1:30, and then I lift weights. So by the time I'm done, it's noon to 2 o'clock. With lunch, walking, and lifting weights. We got to be big. We got to be big around here. That's what we call big man comics. So.
Yeah, you don't want to lie to the people if it's on the fucking billboard,
Yeah, you don't want to go like this, Jericho, and then it goes, ooh, and it makes that like you.
Change your fucking name.
I finally finished my Tuesday commitment, so I'm able to be here weekly, and you're leaving me? Dang. We don't want to. We're going to record and we're going to post, and I know that's not what you want to hear, and that's not what I want to do. But YouTube doesn't let us. Jericho quit all his live streams almost 2. Because they just, better than me because you got way more followers. They just fuck with you when you do the live streams. They just do.
Yeah,
they suppress it. They don't tell your subs they don't tell the subscribers that it's out there, so they don't even know to tune in. Like some of you that are watching, you got a notification, like, oh, Gabe went live. I think they don't send it to most people, that thing. So whatever. So
yeah, and I don't understand that. Why don't you just leave it be, and whoever likes it, and they'll find it and share it and all that stuff instead of suppressing it. Just leave it alone. There's so many more people on YouTube for them to worry about.
You got to do what's best for you. I'm giving you a hard time. Oh, well, a lot of people in the chat have been saying do something on Twitch. I'm going to look into it. What I believe about ideas and doing things. My wife and I and my daughter, I taught all my family, this is like, just throw the dumb version out there. And I made that up. I heard the Sklar brothers, the twin brother comedians, say that when they're writing a joke, they're like, just say the dumb version because it's the bones, it's the structure of the joke. And then we make it funny. So whenever I have an idea or I want to do something, I tell my wife, say everything. Say like just the stupidest thing just to get it out there, look at it on the table. Okay, that's dumb. We don't want to do that. But say it. So like maybe Twitch is stupid and me and Jericho would never want to do it and we would hate it. Maybe we'd start doing Twitch in a few weeks and we'd love it. I don't know. But it's everything's worth looking at. If there's an audience and you can have fun talking and you can make some money and grow your social media, okay, maybe, this is the world we live in. You got to try all kinds of stuff. So let's see. When you record, when you upload a record Premiere, isn't it the live chat's open? It is, but I don't hang out for those. Like I didn't sit in front of my computer and like, oh, I'll be in the chat with them when the premiere is there. You know what I mean? So, because the whole point of uploading it is like, maybe I'm away from the house or whatever. Oh, let's see. Secretary, not sure. I'd watch you guys stream from anywhere. Man, why you gotta say stuff like that? That's emotional, man. And you're a fellow San Diegan. Respect to you, buddy. Hey, did you see my video about Peterson's Donuts and Mi Rancho Market? Secretary, not sure. It's both up in Escondido. Go check out both. I think Mi Rancho Market is the best street tacos in town. I think they are. If you're not going to Tijuana, I think Mi Rancho Market is they're the king. I think they're the king. Yeah, you go to Escondido, which means like the little hidden. So
Escondido, Matito.
Let's see. I'm just talking about Twitch for your art stuff. No, if I do live streaming, I'm just doing this. I'm just hanging out with my buddy Jericho and talking and maybe reviewing movies. That's it. I don't want to be drawing on here. It's weird and it's not fun for me. It's weird. And I think to do a good job, I need to be having fun.
That always makes
How are
me
you doing short? How are your shorts doing? They've been growing in views. You know, when I first started doing them, like 10 views, 20 views. Now they're getting hundreds of views. That's good. And a funny thing that I didn't even mean to do, I just recorded it because it was like funny to me, is I found out when I do food reviews, like a minute long or 2 minutes long, those can get hundreds or thousands of views. And I'm just like, well, that isn't hard. I'm just saying that I like this hamburger, and that's true. It was pretty good. And I went to Wiener Schnitzel, Jericho, for the first time in my life. Have you ever had the pleasure of eating at a Wiener Schnitzel?
a long time ago.
I did a food review on Wiener Schnitzel. It got like 4,000 views. It's like, okay, people want to see me eat a hot dog, I guess. I'll put Wiener Schnitzel this way. It's a little bit better than a gas station hot dog.
Oh,
You know,
that's an improvement.
like say it's payday, right? You want to flex a little bit, you know? I could go to 7-Eleven, get 2 hot dogs for $3.50, or I could put on my Sunday best and go to the Wiener Schnitzel and get myself a nice little $4 hot dog.
Put on some Lederhosen. Go down to Zavina.
Oh, that's sweet of you. I'd watch them stream anywhere too. I know some people are trying out Kick for streaming. All I see on Kick is a bunch of young people being bad boys. Just being a bad boy. Just going on Kick and they're doing males, as we say in Spanish. Just doing diabluras, just doing bad things. Like it's fascinating to me that people will sit there and watch that. I don't know. So
People watch anything.
yeah, I will try it. I bring my old cars up to the car show up there. Oh, you do Cruise and Grand on Grand Avenue every Friday, and they have Cruise and Grand. Okay, sure. My brother-in-law and his wife, my sister-in-law, they go to that. All day rollers. Eesh. I like them corn dogs. Who doesn't love a good corn dog?
Wait,
aren't you a bad boy,
what?
Gabe? You know,
You're so bad.
there's a side of me you guys don't know about. You know, we do a little stuff. Get a little bit of stuff. I've been known to stay up till 10 o'clock nowadays.
Fuck.
You know,
Don't say that on YouTube. You really get kicked
maybe
off.
sneak out of the house and give myself some McDonald's late at night when I was supposed to be eating right that day. You know, so eat in the car. I don't do stuff like that.
Damn, we didn't know you were that bad. You know you were that bad.
Jericho looks like he's in a food coma. What did you have for
What are
dinner?
you talking about? What are you talking about, Heather? I did have a good dinner, though.
What'd you have for dinner?
I had a New York State. This is one of my favorite meals. This is one of the meals that I would think about. I would consider if I were about to be executed. It was a New York steak, mashed taters, and some roasted carrots. And I cooked the New York in a pan, and then I added a little chicken broth. Deglazed the pan, as they say. Added a little cornstarch slurry. Pour that over the meat. So fucking good.
Damn.
So good. It was delicious. One of my favorite meals of all time.
That sounds ridiculously delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. And threw a little, what do you call it? Garlic granules, some garlic powder, and the mashed taters. It's fucking beautiful.
I know someone who plays on Kick. As far as I know, they don't have super chats. I don't care about getting super chats. You will notice that for the 5 years I've been doing this, I never ask. I don't ask people to become members. Maybe I should have been asking for money the whole time. I don't know. But I don't think about it. I'm here to laugh with my friend that I love. That's why I'm here. That's like the only reason I do this. You know, and I guess it's bitten me in the butt because I didn't make YouTube happy. So whatever YouTube, whatever.
The YouTube overlords.
Gabe used to do the McDonald's, now does the In-N-Out adventures. You know what? I remember one time, I think the all-time stupidest thing I ever said on the air here is that I liked Big Macs better than Double Doubles. Remember? And you were apoplectic when I said that. You couldn't believe I said that.
Because it's one of the more ridiculous statements.
Well, but I didn't like In-N-Out for years. I would eat and go, meh. And then I realized that the stupidest thing, and I told you this, I would buy it, drive all the way home, and then eat it. And it was like, a half hour old. And I'm like, this isn't that great. It's fine. And there's a McDonald's very near my house. So I could eat McDonald's in like 2 minutes. It's still hot. It's tasty. And my In-N-Out's a half hour old or whatever. And I'm like, And then I ordered In-N-Out, and I was so hungry. I just parked after I came out of the drive-thru and ate it hot. And I was like, oh, oh, this is better than everything else.
Mhm.
You eat it right when they make it, and there's nothing better. Do you ever
Hot and
have?
fresh.
Did you ever have a show last week? I never got it to work. No. Jericho had a thing. He had a schedule problem, and he couldn't come in. We were gonna do Willy Wonka, and I have all the photos and everything for it. Well, maybe we could do it sometime. But no, we didn't have a show last week. So let's see. Steak. Do you guys remember Skynet? Do I?
Skynet.
Skynet.
Yeah.
Skynet. Whatever happened to
Yeah.
Skynet?
You better not forget about it. It could be your downfall. I hope it never comes to fruition. I hope it never really happens.
No. We don't want nut. We don't want nut from the sky. No.
Sounds so messy. No, thank you. But yeah, of course. Another one of the classic I guess bits, you would say.
Right. Yeah. There was some great times, but I thought this would never end. I thought we'd just do this and be old men doing this. And for now it's getting paused. What are your thoughts on this? I've been talking a lot. What are your thoughts, Mr. Jerry?
Well, I mean, what are the rules on Twitch? Is it like YouTube where you can't say anything, or is it like Rumble?
I have no effing idea. If it's like YouTube, I'm not even fucking interested. Like, no, thank you. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always down for necessary change and trying different things and evolving. That's cool. We'll try things out. I mean, it's because there's really no change on our end. I guess technically there is because it won't be live, but we're still going to do what we do. So
let's see.
Change, just putting it on a different platform.
Twitch streamers must follow strict community guidelines focused on safety, copyright, and authenticity. Prohibited content includes hate speech. I wonder who gets to define that. Violence, nudity. Well, sorry, Jericho. Nudity's out. Illegal acts, copyrighted music / movies without permission, and unauthorized pre-release video games. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Hate speech.
1023 The Meat. That's one of the greatest things. And the 1023 The Meat. A lot of people don't know this. And this is in Cuba, Africa City. The 103 The Meat is right next to the original Lumpies. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Welcome to Lumpies. May I take your order?
Yeah. Do you guys still have the Super Mario Brother Lumpy meal for kids?
Sure do, sir.
Okay, I'll have the shut up. I'll have the you're not gonna fucking get anything if you don't be quiet. No, it's all right. There's no problem. I'll have the Bowser burger. Hold on. Oh, the Princess Peach burger. Sorry. Okay. And a small fry and a Diet Coke.
Okay, I'll have your total at the first window, sir.
Good old Lumpies.
And don't forget, thanks for trying Lumpies.
Twitch has more rules on what you say. Are you kidding me?
There's such thing as more in YouTube.
How could there be more rules?
Ew. That makes my dick soft. No thanks. Moving on, Twitch. What about Twitter? You can say what you want on Twitter, right? X.
Rumble has very few restrictions and has a super chat function. Ooh, a guy I know, Cecil, he's a comic book guy and a comedian. He got demonetized and destroyed by YouTube, and he had like 20,000 subs. He's been at Rumble for a month with 3,200 subs. He said he's making more money over there with 3,200 subs on a brand new Rumble channel, and you could say pretty much anything on Rumble. Maybe we could try that. Maybe we could try.
I know what I'll say on Rumble for the first live stream. I know what I'll say. I know what word I'm going to say on Rumble for the first show.
Oh man, don't say it.
No, it needs to be said. The waters need to be tested, and that's the ultimate way to test the waters.
All right. Well, you say it.
Throw it out there.
I'll react to you saying it.
Just throw it out there.
Isn't that Rumble where that Nick Fuentes is or whatever?
I think so. I'm sure he's been kicked off everything else with the things he says.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should focus more on Rumble.
He sure loves the N-word, that guy.
Oh, well, it's like a warm blanket.
Right.
Like some artists, that's the kind of stuff that free speech is for.
Yeah. No, some artists work in clay, some in oils, some in pencil, and he works in profanity, just like the father in the Christmas Story.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what I do since I don't like his content? I don't watch it. People forget how to do that on social media.
Yeah.
They forget how to just don't watch it.
Literally the only thing I watch on YouTube are you guys. I'm always on. Yeah, wow. Some of the things you guys are saying are very, very sweet, very kind. I didn't know. I
Yeah, I
just
might focus more on Rumble.
I thought this was a clubhouse of us just dicking around. I think I have a Rumble account. I really do. Let me try and log
I do.
into
I got
Rumble.
like 7,400 followers over there.
Sign in. Let's see if I have a password saved on my browser here. Oh, hold on. Okay. Well, what's my password? Let me reveal my password on screen. That'd be smart, huh?
Yeah, say it out loud, and then after that, say your last four of your social, and whatever credit card you got in your pocket. And that should
Dude,
be
the
it.
street you grew up on, your mom's maiden name, and your first dog is your
Dude,
rock band name.
First dog, dude. My password's my date of birth.
I remember
Nailed it.
I remember the first fucking time I saw that on Facebook. I'm like, that's fishing for security questions, guys. And
Yeah, but if you cast your net over 5 million fish,
right,
you're gonna get some dummies. You're gonna get thousands of them. So good for them. Good for the scammer. Shout out to Nigeria on the internet. All the
going to
princes
miss
out there.
going to miss your weekly chats and funny stories. Thankful for the reruns on your channel to look back and have some less. Well, we're going to record and we're going to post here. We're doing that. We agreed to that. This is how I hang out with my friend Jericho. He lives hundreds of miles from me. I'm not going to be driving
So
up
many
to
miles.
California once a week.
We can. Let's do it. Let's try that. We'll try that first.
We can meet in the middle.
You
Let's
drive
meet in
9
Bakersfield.
hours.
How far is
No,
Bakersfield?
no.
It's like 3.5 from me. It's probably 3.5 from you. We just meet in Bakersfield once a week.
No, dude, I'm up by Sacramento. I'm like 9 hours from you.
Oh shit, you're that far. That's right.
I'm
That's
3.5 hours from where I used to live, and that was it's more than that because where I used to live by the coast is 8 hours from San Diego. So I'm like 11 or 12 hours from you. But hey, we'll try it for a month. You make the drive all the way up here. We'll do the live stream from here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
We'll do anything for you guys.
That's a no from me, dog.
You don't want to do an 18-hour drive a day?
18-hour
drive
thanks.
a day?
No thanks.
That's weird. That's fucking
No thanks. Well, I'll make a Rumble or a Twitch or something. Maybe we can look into that. We'll do some research. I just don't want to waste anyone's time. But we're definitely going to record and post once a week, and we'll do our best. I hope to see you guys on the chat there. I'll make it a premiere, so that way you guys can live chat. I feel so embarrassed saying this because it's like giving someone a birthday present like a week after their birthday. You're like trying to give them something and you know it like sucks compared to the other thing. And yeah.
So you got to act like you like it. Like any decent person would.
Yeah. I remember my wife ordered a Batgirl costume off of Amazon and it showed up the day after Halloween.
Oh.
And for whatever reason, she got on the phone with someone to return it. She didn't just do it through the website. I don't remember why she had to call.
Damn.
Or maybe it was an email or whatever. She had a little difficulty returning it. And the person was like, well, you could wear it next Halloween. It's like, listen, motherfucker. I'm not going to hold on to this Batgirl for 364 days to wear it for 4 hours a year from now.
Yeah, you
get
fucking
back
asshole.
And deliver it on time next time.
You ass.
So, all right. Well, we're closing in on closing down the final episode. It was very sad. Very sad. I think I'm gonna go eat after this. That's how I got fat, was like eating when I didn't feel good. I felt stressed or angry or disappointed. That's
Emotional
how
eating.
got fat when we used to be fat guys. How much weight are you down, by the way?
75.
75. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Still not where I want to be, but getting there for sure.
I'm down. I'm down a good. Just call it 60. 60 from my fatness of 2.5 years ago. So.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah.
Trips. I look at those old pictures. You're like, damn.
But just for like the last 5-10 minutes here, let's just go back in the past. I know we talked about it a little bit, but what has this show been to you? What is this show been? Why did you do this with me? You didn't even fucking know me. I just called you one day because someone gave me your number. And my brother had told me about you like a year before. So you got this guy, Jericho Green, dude. He's just like you. He's so funny. He says all the shit that you say. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then that guy, David Williams, the artist, he knew you somehow or got your number or something and gave it to me. I think he got your number or your email or something. And then we called and we had a phone chat and we just hit it off there. But why did you do this Sometimes I would do the show with you. I was wondering why you would do this with me.
It was fun. You know, it was a good hang. Every dude's down for a good hang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And talk about shit that I'm passionate about. I love watching movies as a kid, watching with my dad.
Yeah.
Growing up in the greatest decade ever, the 80s, the greatest action movies ever. So to run into two people who felt the same, fuck yeah, sign me up.
I'll never forget the first time you came on to review a movie with me and Sean. You had notes. And me and Sean were so impressed. Like, this motherfucker is serious. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm going to get on somebody else's shit half-stepping. No way. Very serious.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why the movie review stopped, because I didn't want to be half-assing it. You know, it's like, no, that if I'm gonna do that, I have to do it right, or I just don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to come up here and put shit on there that's not funny or not good. Secretary, not sure, fellow San Diegan. Whatever it was awesome. You guys are the homies from the neighborhood that we all had. Well, thank you so much. Think about what you think about. It says, Gabe, this show has been so much to me in the time the show's been on. I graduated from college, got married, and now have 2 kids. Thanks for all the advice of yours. I was telling people that before you showed up, that I was sad that you weren't here because you're one of the super regulars. I said, yeah, there was this kid in there who me and Jericho were telling him, yeah, get married, and this is what you got to do. Do you remember that night, Jericho? We were giving him marriage advice, and then he announced, months later, like, oh my God, she's gonna have a baby. We're like so happy, like, dude, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna show you like what really matters. And
that's real shit, man.
I guess I can look back on what we did here and like, wow, this was just like a goof off to me, but it actually wasn't. It was important. I gained a great friend that I'll have the rest of my life. And for strangers who I don't know and will probably never meet, most of you, I made a little bit of a difference for some of you and made a lot of you laugh. So I guess that's worth something. I think as an artist, as an entertainer, that's all you want to do is like find out people liked what you did, and not for ego, but like, oh, that's good. I was trying to make you laugh or trying to make you think. So we're starting to get reviews on the Unstoppable Tyrus. People are getting those in the mail, and they love them, and I'm so thrilled about that. I really am. So let's see. I have 2 jobs. So I haven't been around much. Oh, okay. Well, hey, work your ass off when you're young, dude, so you don't have to do it when you're old.
Yep. No, that's good. We understand that. That's life, man. That's a wife and 2 kids. It's all good. You'll find room for us somewhere.
Yeah. I feel conflicted about this comment. Heather says, you made me feel like I should give my cheating husband a second chance.
What?
Well, if you guys are happy, then God bless. If you're happy and you're getting along, and hopefully he'll behave. Come on, man. Whatever your name is, come on, man. Come on.
I don't know if I that's a tough one. Maybe it's different for women, because when it comes to
I think it's
sex, they definitely view it differently. But to me, to know that someone else's hands
all over, just imagine them giggling and laughing. Imagine your wife saying the other guy's name, like moaning it. Imagine.
There's no, because there's a movie that encapsulates this perfectly. It's called Indecent Proposal.
It's called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's called CCTV footage of the last bitch. No, it's Indecent Proposal with Woody Allen, Demi Moore, and Robert Redford. A guy, and if you haven't seen it, if you haven't, spoiler alert, but this young couple, we're talking, was 91, 92, young Woody Harrelson.
Early 30s, right?
Late young, 30s, hot. Yeah, Woody Harrelson, Demi Moore, Robert Redford, he's probably like in his early 50s, so he's like the Sean Connery, salt pepper, fucking suave dude. He's like a billionaire, and he sees them, and he's enamored with Demi Moore, and he's like, hey, I'll give you guys $1 million cash if you spend 24 hours with me. They're a young married couple. He's all, think about it. And so they think about it, talk about all the things they can do with $1 million. We're talking like 92, 93. So this is like $5 million now. Like, you can do some shit.
Here's how you do
Change your life.
You should let your wife go with the billionaire for 24 hours and get the money. And I'll tell you exactly how you do it. Here's what you do. You say, okay, you take her for 24 hours, Robert Redford, but guess what? She's going to get some coleslaw and leave it in the sun for 5 hours, and some raw eggs and leave those in the sun for 5 hours, and some mussels and leave those in the sun 5 hours. And she's going to eat all of that. Mm-hmm. And then she's going to go with you for 24 hours with diarrhea and vomiting. Enjoy.
He's like, ooh, you walk in, there's already tarps everywhere. He's like, perfect, girl.
Oh,
Damn.
no. We met the freakiest dude alive. No.
Damn, this dude's fucked up. He's like, this is what I wanted, girl. Look what I got in the fridge. It's like in mussels, fucking coleslaw. Set this shit out for 3 days. Fuck, girl, you're ahead of the game. But when they do that and they come back and they have the money, awesome. We have the money. We got $1 million. Now we can do whatever we want. We go here, we go there, we can buy this. And all he can think about is that dude banging her moaning. He asked her questions. Did you orgasm? All this shit. She's like, why are you tripping? We got the money. It's no big deal.
Why?
Dude, he cannot shake it. And that $1 million becomes fucking poison. There's no, I don't know. I wouldn't say to take him back because there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. No, there isn't. There are no levels. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because if the shoe were on the other foot, there's no fucking way that I could ever wipe that from my memory or think about anything else than that. So no
you couldn't.
don't take him back. No,
You couldn't.
no, especially after you put in
And then
years.
later, is she comparing you to him?
Man, hell no. And then you start putting the timeline together like, man, yeah, she was walking funny for like 3 days. Fuck, so this dude got a baby arm he's putting up in there. And here you come with your fucking average shit. And you're like, honey, what happened? Did you fucking ride a bike with no seat? No, what do you mean? Comes up kissing you all in your mouth. You're like, no, honey, did you eat something? That tasted weird.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Fuck no. I couldn't think. I couldn't think of nothing else. Fuck no. Get out of here. Don't take him back. Especially if you got years. You got years in this marriage. You guys got kids and shit. Man, you son of a bitch. Hell no. Nope.
I got years. I got a 30-year anniversary. I got a big thing this year. My wife will be 50 in July, and our wedding anniversary of 30 is in November.
So she'll be 21.
I've got 2 major things to plan this year. So I'm already working on both, by the way. I'm not going to fuck this up.
You're not new to this.
No, you don't get them back. You don't get the landmark dates back. I can't stand people that don't understand the significance of how soon we're all going to die, even if we live to be 110. How quick I told the audience at the beginning of the show. I don't think you're here yet, Jerko. My son had mentioned. I told them I got the badges for Comic-Con, and I can still get you one all the way up to the Saturday of the show. I just can't get it mailed to my house, Jericho. I'll have to pick it up at the convention center, which is no problem. So you let me know when you're ready to decide if you're coming. I want you to come. But I was talking to my son about getting the badges and getting things set up. I bought the electricity. You have to buy electricity for your booths. You can plug it. And my son's like, can you believe how fast the year is going? And I told him this is the fastest year ever I've experienced. And it just gets faster the older you get. It's insane. I feel like it's always the weekend. I'm like, oh, I'm at church again. I'm at church again. I'm at church again. I'm at church. And it's like it's always Sunday. I don't know. It's just every day feels like it's night. I'm in bed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. That it's getting faster and faster and faster. And then you're old. And then that was it. And then what did you do? So.
Yeah, it really hits me with my son because he's 10, and I noticed it a few weeks ago. We were somewhere from my daughter's volleyball tournament, and it was in like this fucking ghetto ass city called Rancho Cordova, and there's nothing to do there. So we found a Walmart to go fuck around.
That's not true. If you like drugs.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying if you don't smoke meth.
Okay.
Or fentanyl.
You got to clarify that, dude.
There's not. My bad. I should have started with that. Yeah. If you're not on meth or fentanyl, there's not a lot to do. So we go to this Walmart to like walk around and fuck around, and there's like some homeless people outside, and it was just fucking ghetto. And so my son grabs my hand and like holds my hand. I was like, "What are you doing? You never hold my hand anymore." He used to do it all the time, and that really made me think. Wow, pretty soon, when I hug him, he's not going to be way down here. Going to be like eye level, and he's probably going to be taller. I hope he's taller than me. So yeah, there's moments that really are fucking just the calendar just flying by. My daughter's going to be a freshman in high school next school year.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts, man. It really is.
I wanted to show the audience something. I don't think I showed them. I'm taking an animation class. Remember I told you guys I was going back to school like Rodney Dangerfield. I'm in college, and learning to animate. My teacher's Don Bluth. He's 88 years old. He worked on Sleeping Beauty in the 50s. Okay, that's who my teacher is. And he had his own company, An American Tale, The Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven. That was his own studio. Space Ace and Dungeon, what's it called? Dragon Slayer or whatever, Dungeon Slayer. It's those arcade video games that looked like cartoons. What the hell's that one called? Is it Dragon Slayer? I don't know.
Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I think it was called Dragon Slayer, and you were Dirk something or other. I
Oh,
don't
that
know.
night? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm
Mhm.
trying to find these. Okay, but I'm learning to animate, and here are 2 animations that I have done. Watch this video file. This is the same concept to animate the birds in Sleeping Beauty that he did all the way back in the 50s. He taught us this. Watch this. I animated that by hand. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
That was about 30 illustrations. And then the other one that it's my homework for the week, we're going to review it tomorrow. Hold on. Is Mrs. Brisby from The Secret of Nim swinging on a rope. That was about 26 pencil drawings scanned into my computer and then animated in Photoshop. You can actually animate a layered file. So Dragon's Lair,
Wow.
Dirt the Daring. Okay. But I'm having so much fun working on this stuff. It's so crazy to me to make drawings and see them come to life. The way that cape is moving and the tail and I don't know. I have no idea. But and just doing it all by hand in pencil. It's a lost art. Remember our buddy Bill Frake, my other guy that I do shows with. He says they quit all the pencil animation because of the cost, and that's why we have all the 3D, the Pixar, all that, because that stuff is you could teach it to anyone. Because pencil animation is you got to be a real artist. You got to be a really good artist, and there are artists that do the 3D animation that are amazing, really good artists. But you can kind of teach it to anyone fast and cheap. And the guys that would animate by hand pencil, you can write your own ticket how much they're going to pay you. They got paid so much because you got to find someone else to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there doing it, and that was a 2-second loop of her going. It took me like 7 hours.
Damn.
So you can imagine. I was talking to Bill about it on our recording yesterday. Like you're talking about the guy, what's his name, Poyer, that did Pocahontas when they were doing Pocahontas, and he would do about 10 seconds of animation might take a few weeks of the character, you know. So it's crazy to think about how much that took.
Damn. 7 hours for 2 seconds? That sounds like date night. Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Ooh.
He still got it. All things must pass except Allen Iverson. That guy never passed. I love me some AI.
Dude, he left. What the fuck did he leave? He left like his it was some important ass trophy he got, and he forgot it at a hotel room.
Well, he probably wasn't inebriated when that happened.
Dude, come on. Forget a trophy it was some kind of award, some major shit. He's like, yeah, I left it at the hotel. I was like, you fucking dick. But he's the man on the court, that's for sure.
Yeah, he was a man. And he was a real tough guy. And way later in his career, I found out, he was like a high school football player. He was a quarterback and stuff. Like, that's why he's a tough guy. You know.
Just one of those natural fucking kids that could pick up any ball and just be like, yeah, I'm great at it. No big deal.
Yeah, I'm pretty great at this. Why? Who's that?
Mom, what was that? State? Yeah, I went to state last year. It was crazy.
I'm feeling a little generous. So before we leave, I'm going to show you the first 2 pages of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman, lettered. I just lettered them minutes before the show. Let's see. Allow. These are the first 2 pages. And I'm going to have a 6-page preview that you can download for free if you get on the email list. It's a PDF of pages 1 through 6 of volume 2. You can have it. You get it. You read it. You keep it forever. That'll be your reward for signing up to the email list to be notified when we're going to put this sucker on sale. But let's check it out. It's coming. It's been a long time coming, this book. Okay.
Well, no one's more excited than my son to read it. So.
All right. Wrong one. Okay. Share screen. Entire screen. Okay, share it. Tell me if it's sharing. Is it sharing?
Oh, yeah, you're so shared.
It's so sharing right now. So the first 2 pages, you've got one of those icebreaker ships. And Vladivostok, and they're joking around. The captain is like, I bet she won't do that again. So that's a writing technique, guys. When you start a scene, start it at the end or the middle of something. And what it does to the reader's imagination is like, there's a whole world here. I just walked into the middle of a conversation. So that's why I put that first word balloon where I don't even know as the writer what they were talking about, who was even saying that. But it's a group of men that are sailors. You got the captain. These are Russian guys. And you just throw in a line of dialogue that's kind of funny or whatever. And it makes the world so real. So that's a writing tip for any of you writers out there. Start scenes in the middle or at the end when you start a scene. Do not start a scene at the beginning. Don't start the scene where the captain is waking up in the morning, brushing his teeth, and getting ready to go captain the boat.
You don't want to see all that?
No.
You don't see all that captain stuff?
You could. Everything I say not to do, you could do it in a good creative way. You could, if you're a good writer, you could write well about anything. But if you're trying to write an action adventure story, you want to keep her moving. So these guys are like, a little vodka in your coffee, Pitor. And he says, a little coffee in my vodka, tovarish captain, right? So, right? They got their camaraderie. Says, very funny. Engine room status, comrade captain, all systems normal. And then he says, I don't have my glasses on, sorry guys. The weather going back to Previk is going to be mostly clear. This is going to be a smooth journey, unlike last time when we had to boom, boom. Who's there? Everyone should be in their stations. And then there's someone in the foreground holding a gun. Captain, with the K, of course. We're here to relieve you of your duty. I don't have my glasses.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, these are two terrorist pirate guys. And then he says in Russian, Chatzakurt, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it means like, what the devil? And these are two bad guys. They're two Chinese twins. And a thing I came up with this as I wrote this 2 hours ago. I was like, you know what? These two finishes each other's sentences, the whole book. I think that'll be so much fun, these two bad guys. So it's like, we're here to relieve you of your duty. So those are the first 2 pages. So right away, a Russian icebreak freighter ship is stolen by some terrorists. What happens next? You got to buy the book to find out, guys. This is really fun. This is really fun. I'm having a blast with this thing. So
any story that starts on a Russian ship, I'm down.
Yeah. Jericho went from bringing notes to being late.
No, in my defense, there were many times that I was early and everybody else was late.
Jericho,
so check that tape, Heather.
Before you got here, for the first 3-4 minutes of the show, my mic was off. And I was like,
and I did text for the link. Thank you very much. So take that, Heather.
Oh, someone says we need an audit for the vote of peanut butter. Did I win?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Did I win it? Because this is the final one. The final countdown. Let's go see. Did I win? Because if I did, I'm going to say in your face.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, 58-42. The final poll of polls. Gabe Eltaeb wins. That's right.
Yeah, the final 3 votes came from the same house.
That's right. That's right, everyone. Crunchy peanut butter is what grown men love to eat. Creamy peanut butter is the little boys who hide behind mommy's apron and cry about it. The crunchy peanut butter was too much, mommy.
Nope.
Yep.
It's for fucking. It's for Walmart mouth fucking.
You will say to me, you will now call me winner. In their mouth. You will no longer call me Gabe. You will call me winner. Is what you will call me.
I'll call you cheater from now on. Fucking communist cheater. That's all I'll call you.
Heck yeah, let's go Padres. Love my Padres.
Fuck, I know the truth.
I can fix that poll in a jiff.
Yep. Jiff is smooth peanut butter. You see that?
I ended the poll. I ended it with my win. So any votes now don't matter. I ended it on a win.
It's very dictatorial of you.
Okay, well, I'm going to end this stream, and that's sad because that's the last one for the foreseeable future. Anyone out there, I love you guys. This was so much fun. It was great years of my life. I hope we can get back to live streaming someday. I'll check out Twitch. I'll check out Rumble. Me and Jericho see if that works for us. If it's because I don't want to do it if it's not going to be fun and it's not going to be good. I don't want some dumb place that has worse rules than YouTube. No thanks. It's enough stupid fucking rules here. Rumble. I heard you can kind of say whatever you want. That's good, I guess. But I've heard the algorithm is not great, so people don't even know you're there. You're kind of screaming into the void. I don't know. But I'll always post here on YouTube recorded videos. I'll post the social media, the posts, like the community posts. So you guys always know what I'm doing. You can always talk to me. You can always ask me questions. But before we go, anyone in the audience have a question for me or Jericho? Anything you ever want to ask us? Anything you ever want to know? Just open it up to you guys. It's your show. So is there anything? Let's see. We got to wait a second, right?
Thanks for the lifts.
Thank you, Tony, from Down Under.
Down Under.
Look at wait, can we get a look at the size of that pecker for old time's sake?
Look at the sores in that pigga.
Let's see. Okay, here's a question. We got a question. It might be for you. What moral qualities do you both like about each other? Favorite jobs? I'll go first. What I like about Jericho is what I like about any man that I choose to be friends with is his integrity. Jericho is not a bitch ass, lying, quizzling piece of shit. And I have met and unfortunately gotten into relationships and business with people like that. And he is not that. He's an honest man, imperfect as we all are, but he wants to do the right thing and makes a fucking effort to do the right thing. And I can totally trust the guy. That's why I like about him. He's my kind of guy. Favorite jobs? I have it. Making comics. What about you, Mr. Jericho?
I would say it's your religious conviction, how it bleeds into all facets of your life, how you're proud of it, how it guides your life, your relationships, your business, and all that stuff. I respect that and admire that. And I have to say, my favorite job, same, doing YouTube and all that kind of shit. This is the stuff that I used to get in trouble for. I used to get notes sent home and detentions and in-house suspensions and ass whoopings. And now I do it for a living and nobody can touch me. So there.
Right. Okay, guys. Well, with that, I will say a hearty thank you to Jericho, my partner of years here, and we will continue. We'll do recorded shows. And thank you to everyone in the audience. I'd name you all if I could. Cranberry Langers and Tony and Heather and Haruno and None the Miser and who else is here? Let me see if I can find all these names. Secretary Not Sure, Rem Dog, of course. I'm scrolling. If I leave you out, I apologize. I'm scrolling.
Joe Mello. I don't know if he's here or not.
Joe Mello was always around. All kinds of great people. Cranberry Langers. Did I say that name? I think I said that name.
Dirty Painter.
Yeah. Just all the great guys. Mike had bad knees. He was always here.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's really awesome. Really an awesome time. And please, guys, like, share, subscribe, and watch our recorded show. It'll be the same quality. I'll post those as a premiere so you guys can hang out and talk and keep the community going. I know some of you have made friends and get along with each other. And I'll let you know what we're doing about live or Twitch or anything like that. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.